You never quite know how things are going to go in your boating day. Sometimes things will go your way, and other times, well, they just won't. Just like some of the things we'll see in this week's episode of Boating News of the Week. Our first story to make the boating news this week is going to take us over to Spain, where this was the scene just a little over a week ago. The incident occurs at the Navatania shipyard in Spain. Here we can see the offshore support vessel Brave's Turn leaving port after being retrofitted with a new 1,600-ton crane. But upon leaving the port, the boom of the newly fitted crane winds up colliding with an onshore mobile crane and causing the incident we are about to witness here as the onshore crane winds up collapsing, landing on a barge. Somehow miraculously, during this wild situation, there were no injuries reported, as the crane's cab and base wound up remaining above the waterline after it collapsed over onto the barge. Port Authority did release a report after this, claiming they believe the cause of the incident was human error. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to take us over to the South China Sea, where this was the scene just a few days ago when the Chinese and Philippine governments are going at it again. Here in the images we see, you can see a Chinese Coast Guard cutter running down a much smaller Filipino vessel. But prior to these images being taken, the Coast Guard cutter had used water cannons in an attempt to try and take out the navigational antennas on board the smaller vessel, at least according to the Filipino government. But here at the end, we can see right here where the Philippine vessel winds up turning toward the Coast Guard vessel, and the two ships here in a moment will wind up colliding. The incident takes place near the Scarborough Shoal, which is a contested area of water where both these governments are claiming it's their territory. Both governments have released statements, of course, blaming the other, but this is one of those situations that is pretty dangerous. I can't believe the Filipino vessel actually just turned into this much larger cutter. It really could have ended bad for them. But also, it's always amazing when I see these images, especially on board the vessels after they happen. Everybody's got a camera out. Everybody's filming, trying to catch that angle to where they can try and turn the situation and make it look like the other's fault. Now, in the images that were released, it definitely does appear that the Filipino vessel did turn into the Coast Guard cutter, but the Coast Guard cutter was chasing them down. Let me know in the comments, who do you think would be at fault for this incident? Now, we know neither government's ever actually going to take blame, and nobody's probably ever going to be faulted for this incident, but things had calmed down. We went through a couple-week period where we hadn't heard anything from this situation, when all of a sudden things have ramped back up in the last week or so, as we have had 4 or 5 altercations just in the last few days. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to take us down to Ecuador, where this was the scene just this past week, when the cargo vessel Palo was in dock at Caragüey Dock loading supplies for a run down to Isabela Island in the Galapagos, when all of a sudden the much larger bulk carrier Trapezita was trying to depart port and it wound up colliding, causing massive hull damage to the bow of the Palo. The Palo at the time of the incident was loading approximately 600 tons of essential goods, including food supplies, livestock feed, maintenance equipment, and various other things that were needed down in the Galapagos Islands. Unfortunately for the Palo, the damage was so significant that the vessel was no longer going to be able to leave port, and all the supplies had to be unloaded back off the vessel and transported back down to the Galapagos on 2 separate vessels to try and keep the supply chain going to the remote islands. Fortunately, in this situation though, the damage all appeared to be property damage and there were no injuries reported during the incident. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to take us up to Massachusetts, where this was the scene just a few weeks ago at the Boston Harbor Shipyard and Marina in East Boston. Here at the scene, we had a crane that was moving a barge into the water, when all of a sudden the rigging that was holding the crane up wound up snapping, causing the barge to come crashing down into the water, where it landed on parts of the dock, crushing it, and also landed on another boat that happened to be in the area, partially crushing and submerging it as well. Local witnesses claim that when the barge actually wound up hitting, it shook the ground and the docks underneath them and actually sent a pretty large wave rolling through the marina, shaking up several boats. Boston Fire was some of the first to the scene, and the first thing they did was make sure everybody was accounted for and no injuries were reported during the incident. Unfortunately, the crane did take damage during the accident, so they were unable to reconnect to the barge and try and get it pulled back up. They actually had to wait for another crane to arrive to where they could reconnect everything and try and finish the job. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boating News of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like David Cantrell, Alex Poot, and Troy Leach did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.